Okay, we are going to be learning how to use the direct selection tool. One thing that you should notice on quite a few of the tools on the toolbox, if you click on that tool, you will see other tools, kind of like sub-tools. I'm just going to go ahead and go all the way to the very end and create a little set of sub-tools. Now you'll notice that each one, quite a few of them I should say, has that little triangle down at the very bottom. If you click and hold for just about 2 seconds, out will pop a whole bunch of other tools. Okay, the direct selection tool has the selection tool and the direct selection tool and the direct selection tool with a little plus, so that you can select more than one or delete more than one element. Okay, so let's go ahead and learn how to use the direct selection tool. We're going to need an element, so I'm going to go to my shapes tool and get a rectangle and create a very basic rectangle. Now with the direct selection tool, you can select a focused area, like let's say the top of this rectangle here. You will notice that when I put the pointer, you're going to see a little box that's known as a handle. It's also known as a little open quad for those of you that have been in the graphics field for many years. We call them open quads. So now, since I selected that area, I can go ahead and manipulate just that one particular area to pretty much do anything I want it to do. So basically I'm pulling it inward or pulling it outward to kind of create a different secondary shape. Okay, that's pretty much how you use the direct selection tool. Let's go get another shape. Let's go ahead and get the circle tool. So I'll hold my shift key down to get a perfect circle, and now I can go to my direct selection tool, click on that circle, and you'll notice these little open white handles. You also will notice other little handles. These little wire frames are known as Bezier handles. If you move one upward, you will see that we can manipulate the circle, and now it's a completely different configuration. Another thing that you can do is you can select just the middle part of the handle, and you can pull that downward, you can pull it upward, and you can create a completely different shape. So the direct selection tool working with shapes is very, very essential when designing and creating, especially logo design, corporate identity, brands, or illustrations. And let's go ahead and go one step further. Let's go ahead and see how we can manipulate type. So let me go ahead and get the type tool, type in the word type, and enlarge my type so that we can see it a little bit better. That's good. That's perfect. And now what we're going to do is we are going to take this type, which is editable type. It's basically a type style, typeface, font, whatever you want to call it, but it is editable. So now what we're going to do is we are going to convert this type into a path, a vector image path or a vector line, by doing, for you Mac users, Command-Shift-O, and it now converts the type to a path. You can no longer edit the type in regards to adding words or letters to it, but you can manipulate it graphically. Okay, so since we now have made this an editable element, we can go ahead and manipulating it using the direct selection tool. So we're going to make the type an outline, which is a line of black with a fill of none, as you can see in the swatches. And let me go ahead and get the direct selection tool and show you what I'm talking about. So let me go ahead and select one element of the type, and I'm going to pull up on the corner and manipulate the type, as you can see. Anywhere where you see a handle, you can basically pull on it. You can also just pull on an area, and you can see that you can manipulate it that way as well. The direct selection tool can also select a certain area, and you can either delete the element, okay, like this. I'm deleting both the counters of both the P and the E, and you can see now we've actually gone into the inner workings of the type, and now we're able to manipulate just about everything on the typography. Okay, so like I said, this is very essential to know how to use the direct selection tool fully, especially if you're into the graphic design field or signage field. This tool is very essential when you're working in Adobe Illustrator. Okay, I guess that's about it for the direct selection tool tutorial. Thank you for watching.